I've been pretty quiet in this video, but so I hope you've enjoyed it and enjoyed the music. But thought I'd just quickly speak about shaping loaves like I'm doing now, not in a banneton but in a sort of in a row using towels. Bakers do this as well, only they don't use towels, they use more sophisticated material, but it's a really effective way to create longer loaves. It's just more suitable for say sandwiches, especially your kids, like school lunches and that sort of thing. Gives you more slices per loaf, which is always helpful when you have a house full of kids. But even if you don't have a house full of kids, it just gives you you won't have the middle of the loaf will stay the same size, rather than the banneton loaves. You'll get the middle part of the loaf will be the slices will be really quite large, quite big. So they're beautiful loaves in a banneton, don't get me wrong, and you can play around with the scoring a little bit more. You can get those nice ears with the scoring with the banneton. But this is a really effective way if you are wanting to do sort of 2, 3, 4 loaves at home, and you're not 100% sure if you want to have that many bannetons because they're not cheap. This is a really, really effective way to have really effective way to have a consistent loaf of bread from the start to the end, but having multiple. You can just take up one shelf nice and easily in your fridge. So I find it really helpful. You can, as you get more experience with your shaping, you can massage the loaf out a little bit longer as well. So I really recommend, if you're baking multiple loaves at a time, by all means, if you're happy with a banneton, keep using it. They're really great, and as you saw before, I still use a lot of bannetons, but this is a really effective way. You just pinch the towels up in between, make sure that the dough doesn't touch. But yeah, really effective way to have multiple loaves and longer loaves as well. And if you're not sure what I'm doing here, I'm just what they would call stitching the loaf. So this is the bottom of the loaf. I'm just complementing the tension that I've created during the shaping. So the dough should go into the oven with a nice consistent form from one side to the next. You don't need to do this at all, but you drag the towel over, use a couple of pegs. If you've got enough towel, I recommend just rolling it over a tiny bit so no air can get in, or not a lot, because if the dough's exposed in the fridge, you'll end up getting a skin on it, and look, that's not an issue at all, but you will end up with a thicker crust.